With May being Bicycle Safety Month, the City of Owensboro would like to make sure that you get the most enjoyment out of your bicycle ride. Some points to remember are: first, check your tires to make sure they're properly inflated. Secondly, check the wheels. Make sure there's no missing or damaged parts. Check your lights to make sure they are working properly for nighttime riding. Check the brakes to make sure that you safely can stop when needed. Check the seats and handlebars to make sure that they're properly fastened. And finally, check the fit. Helmets are an important safety feature. Always wear a bicycle helmet with the chin strap firmly buckled. Wear bright colored clothing. Stay aware of the traffic around you. Make eye contact with motorists. Ride where crossing, passing, and approaching motorists can see you. Stay alert. Watch for obstacles in your path. Car doors, road problems such as potholes, litter, or road damage, objects that might run in front of you, children and pets, and motorists who don't see you.
Well, hello, I'm Officer Hathaway with the Owensboro Police Department, and May is Bicycle Safety Month. So today we're going to talk a little bit about bicycle safety, the types of equipment that you need to have according to law, and the registration process that we have here at the Owensboro Police Department to benefit you, the owner. All right, so first of all, the type of equipment that you have to have in order to be legal to ride your bicycle. Basically, as long as you are the only person on the bike that has one seat, that you'll be fine. Now, if it's a single seat bike like this, you're not allowed to have more than one person on the bicycle. In order to ride at night, there are a couple of stipulations of equipment that you do have to have. For instance, at night you have to have a white light that will illuminate in front of your bicycle, and also either a red flashing light such as this, or a red reflector on the rear of the bike. And that's, again, to ride at night. Rules of the road to ride on the city streets of Owensboro. You want to ride on the right-hand side of the roadway with the direction of traffic. And when turning, you want to use the proper turning lanes if there are turning lanes available. You obviously want to obey all traffic signs, lights, and road markings. And you want to give the right-of-way to pedestrians. And also, when you're making your turns on the roadways, you want to use the proper hand signals so that you can notify other occupants on the roadway of your intentions. So, for instance, if you are going to make a left-hand turn on your bicycle, you want to extend your left-hand arm out to the side. That will indicate your left turn. If you're going to make a right-hand turn on your bicycle, there's two ways to do this. You will either take your left hand out to the side and turn it upwards at the elbow to indicate a right-hand turn, or you're also allowed to use your right hand out to the side. Okay? And if you want to indicate that you are coming to a stop, again, either arm, but you want to extend it to your side and direct your elbow and hand downward, and you can do that with the right hand as well to indicate that you are coming to a stop. All right, so we're out here on Davis Street here in Owensboro, and as you can see by the symbol painted on the roadway here, this is a shared roadway. A share-o has been located, and basically what you're looking for is the two chevrons with the bicycle underneath. And as we talked about before, you want to use the right-hand side of the roadway to travel in the direction of travel with other vehicles. There's also a stipulation where we want you to stay as close to the right-hand curb as possible for safety. But with a shared roadway like we have here, that'll allow the bicyclist to maneuver anywhere within the travel lane for that bicyclist's safety. They do not have to stay close to the right-hand curb. And the reason being, as you can see here, we've got several vehicles parked at the curb on the roadway. So a shared roadway is going to allow the bicyclist to maneuver to the left slightly in order to make the safest travel possible down the road. We always want to be careful that if someone is in that vehicle and they open their door suddenly, that the bicyclist has enough room to get past. And one thing we need to remember that as a bicyclist coming down a roadway, whether it's a shared roadway or not, if you're going to pass the vehicle that's either parked on the road or is traveling on the same shared roadway, sometimes there are locations that you could be in that the driver of the vehicle cannot see. It's called a blind spot. And there's a couple of them. One is over my left-hand shoulder and one over my right-hand shoulder to the rear of the vehicle. So be careful if you are going to try to either pass a vehicle or if you're coming past a parked vehicle on the roadway, that there are certain locations that the driver of the vehicle may not see you. And one service that we offer here at the Owensboro Police Department to all bicyclists is the way to register your bicycle so that in the future, if it becomes stolen or if you lose your bike, and we happen to come across that and either as found property or as part of a theft investigation, we have a way to return it to the proper owner if it's been registered. Some bicycles that do not get registered are located by our department, and unfortunately we end up with quite a collection of bicycles. We just don't know who to return it to as the owner. So here's how you can go about registering your bicycle for free at the Owensboro Police Department. You can go to our website, owensboro.org/police, click on the tab for services, and there you'll find a process for registering your bicycle. On there you'll be able to print off a form, either mail it to the department or simply drop by the station, turn it in to the desk officer, and we will be able to log this into our computer system. It has your name, which is the proper owner of the bicycle, a contact address and phone number for you, so that, like I said, in the case that we recover the stolen property or find a bicycle that's been left on the street, we know who to return that to. Again, it's free of charge, and what will happen is when we get your registration form, we're going to mail out to you a sticker. Looks just like this. The sticker will be placed on the bicycle by you in a non-conspicuous location. For instance, underneath the main bars of your bicycle, maybe up here underneath the handlebars, somewhere where you know and we know to look, but that's not directly visible. So again, online, or you can come down to the police department, pick up a registration form for us, complete that. We will put you in our system, issue a sticker, mail that out to you so you can put it on your bike. A lot of cases where we come across bicycles here in Owensboro, and if we can track down the owner and return that, that's what we would like to do.
My name's Amanda Rogers. I'm the Parks and Recreation Manager for the City of Owensboro. And today I'd like to talk to you about Greenbelt etiquette. The Greenbelt's a wonderful park in our Owensboro park system. It takes you from east to west or west to east in our community. It's about a 15-mile linear park. But when you're using our park, we'd ask that you follow a handful of rules. First, treat the Greenbelt like a roadway. And with the roadway, you stay on the right of the road unless you're passing. So when you're walking and riding, stay to the right of the trail. And when you pass, we'd ask that you politely warn those in front of you that you're passing on the left. Also, we'd ask when you walk your pets, please keep them on a leash and keep them to the right shoulder of the trail also. If for any reason you need to stop while you're utilizing the Greenbelt, we'd ask that you'd step off the edge of the trail, please. Please be aware that the park's open for use during daylight hours, so the park itself is closed from dusk till dawn. If you have questions, concerns, or need more information about the Greenbelt, we'd ask that you contact the Owensboro Parks and Recreation Department. The number you can contact us at is 270-687-8700.
The City of Owensboro wants you to remember that by following the safety rules, you will always get the most enjoyment out of your bicycle ride. Riding at night. Use a headlight, tail light, and multiple reflectors. Wear reflective clothing, tape and patches. Stay on familiar, brightly lit streets. Riding at night is for experienced bicyclists who have the right equipment. Avoid fatal crashes. Be predictable. Don't surprise pedestrians, motorists, or other cyclists. Check behind before swerving, turning, or changing lanes. Obey signs. Never ride into the street without stopping first and looking both ways. Never follow other riders without applying all the rules. Important tips. Make it a habit. 6-point safety check your bicycle every time. Protect your head. Wear a helmet. See and be seen. Be visible. Stay alert. Listen and look. Obey the rules of the road. Use your hand signals. Remember that some drivers just don't see you. Don't ride in traffic until you can safely negotiate it. Avoid riding at night, but if you do, be visible. Be predictable, don't surprise anyone else on the road, and prevent bicycle theft. Lock up your bike.